Howdy y'all, got the Bulldog on the channel. Not a how-to video today. This is a quick informational video. Got a call on this vehicle 2 days ago. Customer stated that he was doing valve cover gaskets on it, and then he found something else, which I'll show you here in a minute. He felt like he was getting over his head, but he had half of the job done already, so he thought, just see how much it's going to cost for me to finish it up. And I gave him the full price of start to finish if I was doing that job. Well, he felt like, well, I've already got it mostly done. There is a reason that I'm doing that, because you have to go through everything that they did. Now, he added more to it after we got an estimate for the things that he found. And I was in the process of taking that apart because the parts aren't here for the rest of it. And I immediately found something. This is why when somebody else has done some work, you have to double check what they did. Let's take a look. Where's the 3.6 Pentastar Chrysler, and he was back here working on valve cover gaskets. He's already put this one on, and here you can see the metal mud is what I call it all over the encoders here. What he noticed when he was working on it, the followers being loose. That rattle is because there's too much lash in this. Well, you see that cam has been worn pretty significantly on the edges. What that means is the roller on the follower has gone bad and dropped down, and the edges of the cam were rubbing against the edges of the follower. Now, measured the lift on the cam. There's no damage to the area that it actually runs. It's not great, but we're gonna let that go. No added labor of having to pull the cam or anything like that. We're gonna pop the followers out, replace the followers and the lifters on that back head, because there are multiple followers that are going bad. A lot of them are starting to have slack in them like that. So we'll just go ahead and replace them all. I'll give them the option of only replacing the ones that are bad. They say, well, if one of them's bad, maybe all of them are going to be bad, and we'll just do everything on that head. Okay. Now comes the next one. He wants the oil filter adapter done. The oil coolers are known for leaking on these things, and he does have a puddle of oil down in there. You can't see it hardly. He said he's had problems before with oil down in there, so he wants as an option to go ahead and do that. I was busy unplugging the injectors here, and I went to pull the harness up, and uh-oh. This is why when you didn't start the job, you have to go through and check everything that the other person did. If I was not doing that intake and I just took him at his word that, oh, I've got that done and all that kind of stuff, and I went to start putting it back together, I might get a ways before I realized I'm missing a plug. I'm gonna have to pull that front valve cover back off, inspect the wiring and see if it's cut, repair it if needed. We've already priced the job. Hopefully it's not a big deal. But this is why basket cases are something that mechanics really hate, because you cannot control what somebody else has done already. Now, this is an easy mistake to make. As soon as I saw that, I took a picture of it and just figured I'd stop and do a video of it here real quick. Be careful. Even if the guy kind of knows what he's doing. He's got everything labeled and everything, and everything looks really good, but it's an easy mistake to make on that. There's so much stuff going on. So now I've got the front valve cover back off, and inspected all the followers, make sure I don't have any lash in any of them. They look pretty good. Here's what we found on the wires here. I've already cut the looming, cut the tape on the looming and peeled it back, but I don't know. It did not cut the wires, but it got through the casing on them. So what I'm going to do is take the lock out and depin this right here and pull one of them out, slide a piece of heat shrink over it, put it back in, do the same with the other one. That way they're coated and water sealed. Pay attention when you're doing your own work. It could cost you as much as you thought you were saving or more. Be mindful. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. We'll talk to you later.